Welcome back to Hellclock. Today I am going to be showing you my ultimate boss melting build. I've built it around summons and the Holy Rosary, and in this video I will take you through exactly how to set it up. I'll take you through the must-have relics, the bell upgrades, ascensions, skills, everything that's required to be doing some of this absolute madness. But first, there has been a massive update, so we're just going to go over the patch notes, and then we'll get to this crazy build.
All the games, no idea. Hold my beer.
So today's patch, it brings a lot of changes and fixes. Most importantly, adds campaign balance and a new endgame system, which is good because the Ascension was okay, but it was definitely going to get tedious, and I had only just reached it, so yeah. So they've added a regular difficulty, which tries to address every single pacing, balancing, and difficulty issue raised. I mean, that's quite a feat if they've managed to do all of it just by changing to regular mode, which means there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, I can assume, with the tweaking of leveling and how you progress. I can only assume. Now, if you have any existing game files and you've already completed the campaign, let's say, like myself, then yeah, it's just going to be classed as veteran. So you've already played it on the hardest difficulty, essentially, unless you're going to be playing hardcore. But I mean, for those hardcore players out there, hats off. This game is not forgiving. So also, when you finish the campaign from now on, there is no need for a scary Ascension reset. You can keep all of your progression from your campaign and take it straight into the abyss. This is fantastic. I was really annoyed when I lost all my gear because I wanted to show off like a build that I'd got to, but then I started doing the Ascension, and yeah, as you can imagine, I didn't have my stuff to do it. But I could have gone back, I know, but that means I would have had to then have reset the Ascension. So yeah, that doesn't happen anymore, which is fantastic. Like, yeah, really good step forward. Oh yeah, this is this statement here is great. So we understand that testing builds is currently cumbersome due to the lack of gear stash. I don't fully agree with exactly what they're saying here. I don't think the gear stash is the problem. Yes, okay, if it was sorted quickly would be great. However, if we want to check our builds, then surely we need some sort of dummy to test it against, right? So we can verify what we've put together before we go into a run, wasting one of our like hell runs. Yeah, so you know, that's developers, if you're watching, I would like a dummy. Add a dummy to the game, please. You can call it all the games if you like. Anyway, some of the big changes we've got here, like I said, we've got the regular campaign difficulty being added in. So you know, if you're not overly used to playing these games, then you can jump in and just do regular mode, and it should be a lot easier for you, let's say. This one's interesting. So they've added new tier 7 and tier 8 blessed gear pieces to all slots, which is great. So as you get higher through the levels, obviously you need your gear to be higher, and they weren't, now they are. So that will, you know, be able to help us progress further on. I like the idea of this white cloak exclamation mark. Wonder what that's going to look like. Good, I hope. They've also added new tier 4 relics. So that would be interesting to see how that mixes up some of the builds. Because as far as I'm aware, there's like 3 main builds that people are sort of rocking at the moment. I'm personally doing the lightning ball one, which I'll go through shortly. Hopefully it hasn't been nerfed too much, because I can see down here a problem with that, but we'll get to that in a second. This is another interesting one that's here. So new world tier selection screen has now been added to the enter NPC after beating the campaign, which basically can help us change between whether it's going to be I think it's written up here somewhere here, look. So normal, abyss, or oblivion world tier. I presume it just gives you extra gains. I think it's a little bit like a Diablo when you go to the tree and you can change the hell level, basically. Similar thing there, so you can progress through. If you've got a good build, I presume you could maybe skip ahead and then maybe level up quicker. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens on that one. Okay, so some of the changes down here is so reduced the base intensity of lightning critical hit effects. Now I'm using the lightning divine ball attack thing with the what's it called? The summons, and it is, yeah, it's broken. So I'm not surprised that they've actually done that, because it is crit heavy, and yeah. So we'll see how much of an actual difference that's made. The lightning flash from the Minister of the War's dash skill. That's, I mean, the flashes on the screen already are incredibly bright, so I'm glad that they're at least addressing one of the flashes. So they've rebalanced the memory level progression for endgame. It's now much harder to level beyond 80, which is great. You know, we always, if you're getting to this level anyway, you enjoy the challenge. So being pushed a bit further, it's not the end of the world. And it does have a little statement here saying if you already had a high enough memory before this update, then just keep going. It will eventually just catch up. Now, the memory is now leveled at 120. So that's going to be for the bell memory. That's what that's talking about. The vengeance mode bonus is now shown on a status effect on the screen. So down the bottom, it will say one of those little boxes, I presume, will show up. Or boxes? Little circles. What else we got here? It says here players are now immortal in the hub. I didn't know that. We weren't immortal in the hub. To be honest with you, that's a new one to me. This one's a bit interesting. They've had to rebalance one of the constellations. Not entirely sure what was going on there, but it was to do with the bounty gold constellation bonus, and I think that's the one where it gives you damage bonus on collecting coins. So yeah, that was actually quite a good one. It's a shame that they've changed that. I was enjoying just destroying everything. It was a lot of fun. Never mind. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of fixes that people have, performance issues. Oh, actually, this is a big one. So the damage numbers, performance remains a serious issue. Now, yeah, I mean, it drops my frame rate down to like 20 if I have this switched on and I'm going ham on everyone. And they've actually said here, we highly recommend playing with damage numbers turned off. So, I mean, they're obviously aware of it being a problem. And if you haven't got a beefy PC, then yeah, Mark can imagine it's an absolute killer. And as for the rest of these, they are just general fixes. I mean, if you've had these issues, then hopefully they're now addressed. Feel free to go and have a look for yourself on the rest of it. I'm not going to go through all of it. The last thing that I want to mention is this one here. They're actually giving people the ability to create tools, build planners, wikis, etc., blah, blah, blah. And there's a GitHub repository for it. So if you're that way inclined, there you go. All the information is there for you to go and do that. Not personally for me, but yeah, hopefully some people do, so we can jump on and have a look. It says here in the near future, we'll also include some drop tables, so we might be able to pre-check your builds before you spend time saving up for it, I suppose. Or saving up, spending the time to farm it. We've got a nice little roadmap here. So it's showing what's going to be happening. So we've got another update September and then November, and then next year it looks like they're going to have free expansion, which is absolutely fantastic. I love it when we get free stuff. So thank you very much, developers, for that one. That'll be interesting to play. Okay, so let's head into the game and see what these updates are all about. Oh, one last thing. Yeah, so there's been a major hotfix that some people have lost they've lost their save files basically after logging into the game. If that is you and you're only just seeing this for the first time, there is apparently a fix. Go to the patch notes and yeah, go to this web address and check it out. They will fix it for you apparently. This is great. I'm glad when developers get involved and deal with things that are a big problem for someone, because they've spent their time playing this game and they've messed it up. So, well done. Well done, developers. Okay, so the first thing we're going to go through is what skills you're going to need to make this build work. So we go to our skill book, and what we're going to need is we're going to need the Holy Rosary. We're going to go for Closed Body. We're going to go for Prayer of Vengeance, then the Summon of the Guard. Now, the 5th slot can be different things. Now, I've tried this build with the Time Bubble, the Slow Time, the Judgment. I'm currently at a point where I need to go fast, so that's why I'm using Passage. But early game, I would suggest either going Bubble or, when you unlock it, Judgment. It depends. Well, I mean, you unlock Judgment at the same time, so that doesn't make sense. Anyway, so yeah, Judgment obviously takes the it reduces resistances, so you don't need any extra relics with that. If you go for the slow time, you do need a relic to make it worthwhile having. We'll get to that in a moment. So we go for the Holy Rosary. So this is where our main damage is coming from. As you can see there, currently with all the buffs and upgrades and percentages I've got going on, I'm at 1,118, which is insane. To make sure we don't die, that's what Closed Body is for. It gives us this, that gives us the convection. And to be fair with you, it's not so much getting the over barrier, it's actually more to do with the conviction decay that it reduces. So you can keep your shield up for a lot longer. What we're going to be actually using mostly is our potion. But again, that's in one of the relics. We'll get to that shortly. Now, Prayer of Vengeance is one of the best, in my opinion, skills that you can have. It gives you a passive crit chance increase and damage increase, which is insane because it takes your... If you're critting, you're doing more damage. And all you want to be doing is critting as much as possible. So having a higher crit chance, yes please, thank you very much. Especially equipped with Holy Rosary, probably why they've nerfed the lightning crit crit attack. So we'll see how bad they've nerfed it, because I haven't tried it since the nerf. Now, for the summon the guard, we need the summons. The more summons we have, the more damage we are going to do. Simple as that. As for levels, what levels we're going for? So the closed body, this varies. You can go for a 4, so you can drop the time down, or you can go for the full max 7, so you get extra. I mean, I haven't really found too much of a problem with having it maxed out, so you get a longer time with it, and you get a bit more extra boost when you need it, because when you go through you can just pick cards to cooldown. So that one is totally up to you. Middle ground, let's go, I know, 4 or 5. There we go. As for the Holy Rosary, now you absolutely want to max this out. You want as much damage as possible coming from this thing. It's completely irrelevant how much mana you're spending and how much what time it takes, because it's barely nothing. You can constantly spam this thing. Same with Prayer of Vengeance. You want to absolutely max this out. You want absolute max gains on how much crit you can gain from this. And then same with some of the guard. Again, you want to absolutely max it out. Okay, you could wind it back. You could wind it back so you don't have to wait as long. But to be fair, you only really need this when you're doing a boss. And by the time it's back around, the boss is dead. There's no point worrying about it. Like I said, for the last one here, Passage, I've got it set to because I just want to zoom around the map and go really quickly. And there's also a really good relic that drags the summons with you. However, like I said, you could also just bosh in one of these and do even more damage, which you might need to as you level up further through. You don't need the speed anymore, but I want the speed, so I'm sticking with it. To be fair, it kind of acts like a little bit of a nuke. Pretty cool. But yeah, any questions there? Bosh them in the comments below. Now, let's get to the juicy bit, shall we? So for this build to work, we absolutely need to have golden chaplet. So this makes the orbs rotate around the player. Now, with it rotating around the player, therefore, they're not drifting off and it's constant, so you can actually manage where your damage is going. Also, it does a massive amount of damage percentage upgrade. This is doing 66 because I've leveled it up to 3 ranks, sorry. So yeah, it just gets and this is only a tier 2 as well. If you get a tier 3 one, it'll be even higher. The next one on the list here is beard necklace. Oh, yeah, beard necklace. Bearded. Beard. This is a beard. That's a beard. Bead. Fucking dyslexic twat. Beard. Bead. Bead necklace. Christ. Bead necklace. So this automatically triggers off a orb as you're running. So you're constantly gaining an orb, which means more orbs, more damage. Thank you very much. I've actually got a perfect roll on this for lightning damage. I would prefer crit damage, to be fair, instead of resistance, but we can't all have what we want. Now, this one here is also a must. So these 3 are a must so far. Call of the Guard. So this summons the guard. Well, when you summon the guards, it replaces the buff that they get by actually just doubling the amount of guards. Double the guards, double the orbs. More orbs, more damage. Simple as that. Now, this one here is also very much needed. Very much needed. So, with this one, and this one, this build does not work very well at all. You absolutely need these. That is a Brucey bonus. Those three are a must. Simple as that. Everything else is just even better. So what this one does, the workers tools, is the Holy Rosary is cast from your summons. So when you are casting your bead, every single one of your summons is creating an orb. So as we go here, I'll spawn them all in. Every single one of them are spitting out an orb, as you can see. And if you're the enemy in the middle here, yeah, you're dead. As simple as that. Okay, so to tackle the shield problem and our health problem, we're going to be going with holy water. So holy water, when you hit the potion button, it's going to give you an absolute massive conviction boost. Simple as that. Like, so you can spam it a couple of times, you get like 15,000, 20,000 conviction, you've got a nice shield. Couple that with closed body skill, it's then also going to take ages for it to slow down. You can just constantly repeat this on repeat. Like I said, passage to zip through the map at the minute, and this one here, ticket, you can only get this in Act 3. So if you're trying to get it, you can only get it into Act 3. So ticket, this drags your summons with you as you teleport. So as you'll find, when you're running through, your summons lag behind you, so you're attacking everything behind you, but at the end of the day, you're trying to charge through anyway. So it's kind of okay. It's an odd way to play, but it works. And it works really well. But with this, it drags them all with you, and then it acts like a little nuke. They literally just, bosh, all come in at once, and yeah, it's just carnage. As for everything else here, it is completely up to you how and what you do here. Now, the prayer one here, if I get second wind, I do massive amounts of damage. If this one here, so as we gain spell damage per active summon. So we have 4 summons constantly, plus an extra one if we get the card upgrade or the blessing as we're running through. So yeah, more damage. That's all we want. This one here is closed body, recovers extra mana. I mean, that's always helpful. Same with, so this one here is, so move speed is affected with a prayer. Any of the 2 prayers that we've got. Obviously, I'm using Vengeance, so I get some extra move speed. Fantastic. I'm using passage, so each time I teleport, any enemies that are in the area, I get 250 conviction for each player, or each enemy, should I say. And then written promise, again, my spell gain 19% of my conviction as damage. So as I spam my potion bottle to 15,000 conviction, I then get 19% damage as 19% extra damage on top of that. So I mean, it's win-win, right? And this one here kills with spells, grants mana. So this helps with mana regen. Very, very useful. So this is currently how we've got everything going at the minute. And most of my sub upgrades, what do they call them? The lightning damage, lightning resistance. What do you call that? Sub modifiers? I can't think. Anyway, so obviously we're doing lots of lightning damage. So we want to go heavy in on lightning damage and conviction gain, mana, life regen, kind of a bit of everything at the minute, to be honest with you. And definitely crit chance and critical hit damage, because that is where most of our damage multiplier is going to be coming from, is all of our crit damage. And as you can see here, if I go to character, currently my crit chance is 35% just base, and then my crit damage is nearly 300%. So I'm going to be critting a lot and doing a lot of damage. So there we have that. Quickly go over the Infernal Bell. There's many ways that you can do this. My advice would be, once you get to this level, try and get second wind as soon as possible. So come down here, get your spell damage, summon damage, get your max skill. Maybe go and get this max skill as well and then head this way. Get your second wind as soon as possible, because it's a little bit of a struggle to keep the conviction up. Because you're so overpowered, you end up getting further in than you probably should do, and you can get one-shotted very easily. So I would definitely advise going second wind. And then after you've got your second wind, by that point you're probably going to start unlocking some serious amounts of bell points. I would advise going straight up to get more time. More time is key to get past Act 1. Once you've got past Act 1, definitely start putting into conviction from mana spent. Probably going to need that at this point. If not before, if you have a couple of spare points, bosh them here and get this as soon as possible as well. And then once you've got those sort of main key items, then you want to be heading for your red portal, just so you can go back and farm a little bit to gain extra, so then you become super powerful for Act 3 and the end boss, basically. For the Constellation, now I'm trying to work through the promise list, so when I finally finish the Act 3, I get all the Brucey bonuses. As for what I've gone for, I would advise to go straight in for Tupa, because it gives you mana. We got physical damage, lightning damage. Not so much the physical damage. I mean, it does help with the summons, but this one here. So spending mana grants a power orb, which increases your mana regen. Again, more mana regen, more orbs, more constants. Perfect. Just what we want. Lightning damage. We're doing loads of damage. Same with this one here. More lightning damage. So this one gives a orb around you again, and each one of those charges down, and it gives you mana, basically, so which is fantastic, just what we need. Now this one over here as well, so this one is for summon damage. So when we use this bad boy, it summons from the sort of the Holy Rosary, comes from the summons instead. It's actually based, it was scales with summon damage. So that's also now double scaling, I believe, with summon damage. So we want to be going for extra summon damage. So there it is. So this one here over here, so that's sent Hedwig. Thank you very much for all of the summon damage. And then I've just gone into this Fury here, basically for just so I can pass the promise list. However, this one here, Ognum, this one's really good. So after you depleting all of your mana, which probably is going to happen quite a bit because you do smash through it quite well, you basically get a buff which helps reduce all incoming damage, which is perfect. Now this one here as well, so Oxen, this is the one that they've nerfed. So they've actually nerfed this now. So I'm not entirely sure how well it's going to do, but it seems to have all the same values. So we'll see what happens. Basically it's just extra gold, but it's this one here. So it deals 15% extra damage for every 5 seconds you pick up gold. So you pick up gold constantly throughout the run. So you just pretty much got a 15% damage stack constantly, right? I think that's how that's working. And then however you want to go from there is kind of up to you, to be honest with you, because the build will just get more insane as you level all these up. I mean, I'm now starting to go into coupe to get critical damage through the roof, and then yeah, we move on from there. I'm not entirely sure which one I'm going to go for after that. So now that's all out the way. Hopefully that all makes sense and I didn't go over it too fast, and you can just basically copy the build and mix it up however you want. So what I'm going to do is dive straight in to the dungeon and see if I can get to the end boss on this run. So let's have it. Let's go then, shall we? Let's go. Oh, straight in there with some extra damage. So as you're going to be smashing through these levels, you want to be focusing on damage, crit chance, crit damage, and cooldown. Simple as that. Anything else is just pure bonus. So this one here, epic, increased crit damage by 50%. Yes, please. Cooldown, crit chance. I think I'll go for I don't really need the cooldown on this one because it's only like half a second anyway. And I don't really need air effects, so yep, we'll go for more crit chance. Also, skill speed here doesn't actually make it faster. It's projectile speed does. This kind of just does like how quick you can like spawn them. Also, I haven't done my nearly died then. Oh, they've added a texture when you lose a load of health. Your screen starts going red. Pretty cool. So yeah, so as you can see, what we're doing is we're literally just running along, spamming the rosary button, and I can't even get any. I haven't got any money yet. And yeah, running along, spamming the button, and you're just constantly spawning these orbs, constantly, and you just constantly want to be cycling through all of your skills, just constantly use them over and over again. Why are these so... What? How is it only 11 seconds? It's at level 7 and it's only 11 seconds. And it should be 55 seconds. I've already had that much of a cooldown on it. That doesn't seem right. Don't really want any of these. We'll go for damage. That's okay. Any extra damage is okay. Oh, there was a loot goblin back there. I missed it. Okay, so I'm going to use my potion. So if you look down there in the bottom where my potion is, the convection just went through the roof. And yeah, it's, as you can see, everything just gets absolutely melted. It's great, love it, so much fun. Right, still don't have enough money because I'm going too fast to actually collect anything. So I'm really just trying to zoom through this level. So I'm hoping for one of these portals. Yeah, there we go. So we can get a skip, portal skip, level skip. Oh, there's another one. That's lucky. Take that. So now the only issue I've got with those level skips is you can become a bit behind on power. However, oh, this is a crit chance or damage. I'm going to take the crit chance. I would much rather have the crit chance than the damage at this point. Don't need the damage. Like, as you can see, things are just dying. Absolute getting melted. Nuke. And nuke. And nuke. Cool. So that last one was a 30%. This one's a 20%. There's my damage dealt with. Nuke. It's so good. Now, if you have, if your PC isn't the best, not a problem. Don't worry. You might just struggle slightly with your frames. Okay, might not be the build for you, and definitely do not turn on the numbers because it's just utter ridiculousness. I will show you. If you go to the numbers, let's bosh it on. They told us not to turn the numbers on, but let's just we'll just put them on just for the moment, just so you can at least have a look and experience it. What have we got here? It's a tier mana. Oh, that's just, I'm going to take the mana. Actually, I could do with that. I think the hardest thing about this build is probably just organizing your troops, because they kind of, oh no, I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Okay, let's get him, and he's dead. I don't know what I got stuck on then. Got stuck on something. I really don't need anything here. I might go for that one to see if I can get a gold tier. Eviction decay resistance. There we go. Oh, I'll tell you what, top tip before I forget. One of the things I didn't mention is, if you're not aware, on the relics, so they've got like a little silver box. You see that silver box around this one? And if you look, they've all got a silver box. Okay, well this one's got a gold box. See, gold box, and then a little box on the inside. Well, this means it's tier 3, and the silver box means it's tier 2, and then this one here is a tier 1. It's got no box. Yeah, if you didn't know that, there you go. Already on to train, and we're 8 minutes in. Lovely, jobbly. So yeah, do not play with numbers. However, hopefully you can see the sort of damage that we are doing. Pretty sure I'm seeing some 120s in there. 120,000. That's insane. And if you were to stick on the bubble damage as well, instead of having the speedy one, well, that was 200 damage, that one. 200,000. Damn. Yeah, if you were to have the bubble, time bubble as well, then yeah, that creates even more ridiculousness for damage. But yeah, as you can see, it's nuts, isn't it? Right, let's turn that off, because that's just silly. Let's turn that off, and we can finally get one here. So we're going to go crit chance, because we've got enough cash now. What level are we? We're only level 9. So make sure you keep smashing your potion button, and it really does help if you do have the, what do you call it? This one. Passage, that's it. Teleport. Just so you can bring your troops with you, basically. It does help. I quite like the nuke effect that it had. Quite useful. But yeah, like I said, if you are struggling, definitely go for the time bubble. What we got here then? We can go elemental damage. We are doing elemental damage as well as summon damage and all the other damages. We're just absolutely destroying everything. As you, I'm not even trying. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. I can barely see the screen. Everything's just dying around me. Die, goddammit, die! Spawn those bad boys in. Yeah, look, so every time you teleport, it's just like, phew, nuke. Come on, baby. Get through this. What we got here? I could probably take that to see if we can get a, do we get a gold version? More power, more energy. That's what we need. Right, this boss can be absolutely deleted, really. See if he deletes me. Hang on, let's get the potions out. Get the potions out. There you go, he's dead. Nice. He nearly done me then, but I had enough. Conviction. Keep me going. Okay, what we got here? Oh, we could. Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like it converts it to physical and bleeds out chance. Not a fan of that. I'd rather have much rather have the lightning damage. I don't really want any of these. I'm just gonna go for the candle. I don't really care. Do we want damage? I'd actually hit a reroll there. See if we get something better. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the conviction gained here. Oh, crit damage. Look. Yeah, let's take the crit damage. More crit damage, baby. Let's go. What are we on? We're on 8 minutes, and we are on floor 13. Okay. Give that a little cheeky nuke. But please, let me know in the comments below how you're enjoying the game. Whether it's like, what your favourite builds are you've done so far. I really want to know. Really want to know what sort of other people are up to. Damage. Damage. I was going to straight up damage for this one, I think. I have seen some people do a, what do you call it? The quails. The quills. Where they like, I haven't tried that build yet. I think what I'll do is my next hell run, after I've done this one, I'm definitely going to give that build a go and see whether it's better than this one. I can't see how it can be. Like, this is insane. It's just ridiculously overpowered. Crit chance, thank you very much. Does it actually show up on here, your crit chance character? Yeah, there you go. Look, so my crit chance is now 100%. That's nuts. Does that mean I'm going to be constantly critting? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's how exactly it works, but I mean, everything's dying pretty well. Oh, speed. Let's go. Speed. So if you haven't made it to Ascension yet, as you are bombing through the levels, you will find... There's one. More crit chance. Fuck, yes, come on. Can you get more than 100% crit chance? Right, let's do the shrine. Hang on a second. Can you get a more than 100% crit chance? Character. Crit chance. No. You can only get 100%. Why did I take crit chance again? Alright, once you get to crit chance 100%, don't take any more. It looks like you don't need to. Damn, something's hurting me in here. Okay, this is pretty nuts. I have absolutely no idea where any of the enemies are. I have to look at the mini-map to see where they are. Right, let's go for... Oh, should we go for... attack speed? Don't really know. Might just take the damage here. I'll take a reroll. I don't really want the damage on that. It's only doing like... Oh, stuff it. I'm going to take the damage. Because it does the nuke bit does work quite well. I mean, to be fair, I feel really overpowered. But it's slightly squishy, maybe? A little bit of a glass cannon. I do feel a little bit worried sometimes that we're going to get knocked over. More crit chance. I don't need any more crit chance. Don't need any more crit chance. Although I think I have to get that to get more crit damage. The crit damage can go through the roof, but not... John, I think I'm actually going to take a reroll then. Ha! There you go. Thank you very much. The epic version of that's well good. Protection. Okay, let's go. Just absolutely melting everything. Ha 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 ha. Get wrecked, son. I don't know how they've managed to make this. Oh, teleport distance. That's a new one. I'll take a teleport distance. Get that out. Yeah, I don't know how they've managed to make this game just so addictive. I don't know whether it's the sense... Oh, I should have got the shrine. I don't know whether it's the sense of just... You feel like almost overpowered every single run until that one more level. And then it's like almost exponential each time you do a different level. and then you get battered. It's, oh no, all I need to do is just do a little tweak here, and there, and then you dive back in. It's so good. I do wish like Diablo did this because I played quite a lot of Diablo when it first came out. Number 4, obviously the latest one, and yeah, the end game was just lackluster for me personally. It was just a little bit boring. It just didn't have this sort of dopamine hit, basically. Who doesn't want to have, you know, flashing lights buzzing around their head all the time? So if you look at my, if you just look at my conviction down there, it's like constantly through the roof. I don't even know where the boss is. Where is he? Here he is. Look. Oh, he's a goner. Teleport. There you go. He's dead. He didn't even stand a chance. I didn't even know he spawned in. Just melted. This build is ridiculous. Should have absolutely no problem doing the main final boss in this one. I'll tell you what, actually, these loot dudes, mate, they're harder to kill than the actual bosses. Where is he? Is he dead? Look at, he's got like loads of HP. They've also got like a ton of resistances as well. They're well hard to kill. I wonder if they need to nerf that down a bit. Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Now, if by any chance the developers end up watching this, hello, welcome, and thanks for watching. Also, very good game. Well done. Thank you for making it. I want to put that out there. I do think we need to support, you know, indie games more. Everybody. Everyone needs to get on top. On board. And especially when it's a good game. There's lots of really good ones coming out at the moment. So this one is up there. Thank you very much. Much appreciate it. A lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. And I think a lot of other people are as well, to be fair. Okay, so this is where I think I might need to actually use my bubble. So I'm not quite doing enough damage to take him out. And there we go. So what I did there is I activated the prayer. When I activated the prayer, that's given me like extra crit damage, crit chance, all that stuff. I finally had actually enough money. I finally have enough power to actually take him out. Also, I found that they have when they have a lot of resistances, it's also quite difficult to take him out. Like, he's probably got. Is he electrified yet? Oh shoot! Nearly dead. I wasn't paying attention. So he's actually electrified. I'm gonna die here. Which means that obviously my... Oh my god, I need to use a potion again. Is he dead? Is he gone? I think he's gone. Ah, these orbs! Go away! I'm running away. So yeah, he was actually electrified, so he was actually resistant to electricity. Hence why he was taking quite a bit of time to kill. Ah, projectile speed. This one's really good. If they're spinning faster, we're doing more damage. Simple as that. This is where him having resistances to electricity would be useful to get rid of that and actually put in the dome, because then it doesn't matter. Or the or the other one, the what's it called? The drop, the ooze drop. What's it called? I can't think what it's called now. Oh, gone from my head. No. You know the one where it drops all the resistances down. Don't need crit chance. Skill speed. No. These are all rubbish. Damage, I think. Bam! Bam! It does feel like they are doing a little bit more damage to me than they were previously, so there's definitely something slightly tweaked in the in this update. I definitely feel like they're doing a little bit more damage. I mean, I am literally walking through them all, but they do feel like it. Ah, it's plague damage. I'm gonna take the mana. If I did another reroll there, I wouldn't have enough money for the next one. Where are we at? Oh, we're on floor 19. Not too bad, actually. Not too bad. Take some more damage. Always going to need more damage for this boss. This is just nuts. Look at it. Absolutely nuts. Melting everything. Nothing's going to survive. Die. Goodbye. Good riddance. It's just mental. Oh, I've got a speedy one. Oh, no. I've got another cursed shrine. Yes. Give me the cursed shrine. Well, what we're going to go for here. Yeah, we'll go for the cooldown. Look, cooldown's good. So those cooldown. That's why I was saying when you if you've leveled your skill up to max level, you can just bring the cooldown so quick. So there you go. So I've just used it. It's brought it down to 18 seconds, and it was on. That's a lot more on light. I'll take that. Yeah, and it was on like 55 seconds, I think it is, to begin with. What is it? Let's have a quick look. Prayer. No, this one. No, 41 seconds it says there, apparently. But because of the cooldowns, reduced cooldowns, yeah, just absolutely blasphemy. But also, I think one of the issues with this build, which some people may get pissed off with, is the fact that you're not doing the damage, they are. And you kind of have to like lag behind them. So you kind of run into battle doing no damage, becoming a bit of a, you know, like I said, a sponge. Or glass cannon, how you want to call it. And do we want the life here? Oh, life. Then we can get the life again as well. Oh, do you know what? I've only just realised. Look, there's a new tab that shows up now. Adds to pool. It actually tells you what it's going to add to. Oh, dude, that's cool. I like that. That was never there before, right? Removes from pool. And this means pool of whether it can come back or not. If you go here, we can have life regen. Can come, but it removes. Ah, okay. So it tells you what you could get next if you were to go for that card. Ah, that's interesting. Okay. Okay. I'm actually going to have to really hurry up here because we've only got a few seconds left before the end of the round. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time. Let's chance damage. Let's go damage. Go. I need to hurry up. Didn't realise that was the time. Waffling too much and not paying attention to the timer. Come on, just give me that damage boost for the last one. Yes, lightning damage. I'm taking it. Let's go. Right, boss. I need to be able to melt him all in one. Come on. Need that prayer. Need the prayer of vengeance. Come on, 15 seconds. Come on. I'm just waiting for that prayer of vengeance to come through. Oh, I'm cutting it fine now. Here he is. Right, let's go. I'm going to actually have to go. Come on. Where's the prayer of vengeance? There's the prayer. Let's nuke him. I'm going to take my bottles of potions. Oh, there he goes. He's dead. Oh, he's a goner. Yes, mate. Did you see how quickly that went down? Get wrecked, son. Sick. Well, there we go. Lightning ball death of absolute carnage. And yeah, it's a bit of a frame rate killer. However, it absolutely melts, as you just saw and witnessed. And I believe that will be me, round 10 done. So I should be able to move on to the next bunch of ascensions, I think. We shall see. Okay, there we go. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope this build gets you through whether you're stuck on the campaign or whether you're progressing through Ascension. It's a great build, very easy to use, very simple to just run along. You feel like pretty inhuman. So enjoy. Please hit the like and subscribe button if this was helpful to you at all, and hopefully I can bring you some more builds in the future. Thanks again, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.
All the games, no